Your last video that you need to copy down is for our planet vocabulary. So this is your table of contents, so we need to make sure that we have all of these pages written on our table of contents because we will be giving you back some of this work in your Friday folder so you can glue some of this stuff in. So we need to make sure we have pages 14 and 15 on the astronomer's timeline and the Big Bang reading in Cinquain. And if your table of contents is a little bit off of this one based on whose class you're in, it's okay. We just need to make sure that we have all this information in our notebook somewhere. We have our Galaxy Cornell notes that we did last week, our 2 pages for our Galaxy vocabulary words from last week. Then we have our Ed Helper Galaxy reading, our Big Bang article questions, and our heliocentric versus geocentric article questions. Those are on pages 19, 20, and 21. Then we will be putting stuff on pages 22 and 23 for the inner and the outer planets, which you should have those videos done by Miss Sneed and Miss Turner with your graphic organizer. So make sure you do not put that in your notebook because we will need to collect those from you and make sure that you have all that done. So we will leave these 2 pages for the chart that we are going to do in class over the inner and the outer planets. And then we have our vocabulary for the planets on pages 24 and 25. So we will be going over our 9 vocabulary words for the planets. So you need to make sure in your table of contents on page number 2 of your spiral notebook, write in the blank space next to 24 and 25 vocabulary for S6E1C. So that should be done already. Then on page 24 of your spiral notebook, you're going to write the unit EQ, the lesson EQ, and the learning objective below. So remember, our unit EQ is not going to change since we're still in the astronomy unit. So how has our understanding of the universe changed is our unit essential question. Our lesson essential question, since we are working on planets this week, is how does Earth compare to other planets in the solar system? Our learning objective is I can compare and contrast the planets in terms of size relative to Earth, surface and atmospheric features, relative distance from the sun, and the ability to support life. So while we're working on our planets, we're going to be able to do those 4 things when we talk about the planets. So for your vocabulary, after you've written the unit essential question, the lesson essential question, and the learning objective, you need to start on page 24 underneath that and finish on page 25 to write your 9 vocabulary words. So number 1, the solar system. This is the sun together with all the planets and other bodies that revolve around it. So this includes the planets, the comets, the asteroids, the meteors, all the other stars that are located within our solar system. Number 2 is planet. This is any of the 8 large heavenly bodies revolving around the sun. Remember, there's only 8 planets now and not 9 since Pluto is a dwarf planet. Number 3, the moon. That is any heavenly body that orbits a planet, or it's also called a planetary satellite. So anything that's going around another planet is called a moon. Number 4 is the dwarf planet. That is a spherical celestial body revolving about the sun, similar to a planet, but not large enough to gravitationally clear its orbital region of most or other celestial bodies like Pluto. So like Miss Sneed said in her Outer Planets video, Pluto cannot clear its own orbit, so it has been classified as a dwarf planet now. Number 5 is inner and terrestrial planet. That is any of the 4 planets closest to the sun, which is Mercury, Venus, Earth, or Mars. So any of those 4 planets we call the inner terrestrial or the rocky planets. Number 6 is outer and Jovian planets, which are also called the gas giants. These are any of the 4 planets with orbits outside the orbit of Mars namely the planets Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus, and Neptune. Number 7 is relative distance. This is how far an object is in relation to another. So when we talk about relative distance, we might say it's about 3 feet away from something else. So we don't know exactly how far, but we're comparing it in relation to something else. Relative position is a little bit different. This is where something is located in relation to another, such as Earth is the 3rd planet from the Sun. So while we would measure distance in light years out in space, when we talk about position, this is where we classify them: the 1st planet, the 2nd planet, the 3rd planet. So that's the difference between distance and position. And number 9 is planetary motion. These are the laws created by Kepler that describe how planets move around the sun. So remember, he came up with his 3 laws of planetary motion that talked about how the planets go around in ellipses instead of straight circles. So planetary motion will go with Kepler and the planets, because we discussed during this standard how the planets are orbiting and revolving around the sun. So please make sure that you have all 9 vocabulary words and definitions written in your notebook, as well as your 2 graphic organizers for the inner and the outer planets. And we will see you in class.